Good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody. As
Good
you always
morning.
know, we always excited to be here talking about NFTs. I am Ti Kid for the new people who are on with us today. Greatly appreciate you guys hopping on with us. So again, I'm Ti Kid, and welcome to you all for being here with us this morning.
Yes, I'm Jessica Richardson. It's another great, beautiful day. Hope you guys enjoy us another day. Excited for you to be here again. So we're going to be talking about some more NFT. Always excited to talk about NFTs.
But like, what news is out there today, huh?
Yes.
I think we've been
Yes,
very
sir.
transparent with everybody. We have not been buying like a ton of stuff lately. And not that there's not any good projects. It's just for us, it's just not what we've been looking for. So, but there have been some things out there, and today we're going to actually share one that's up and coming that we think is going to be pretty interesting. So you guys can keep an eye on it. But the NFT space, continuously, it's definitely still changing as things are going. Just I think what for us, did we really well besides trying the doggone VV drop? I'm gonna say that we like everybody else who didn't get
Just try
one.
it, just try it for the fun of it. Maybe we get
Just
it,
like
maybe
let's
we
see if we can
don't.
help them test their system out and crash with it. Help crash with it.
Yes,
Matter of
yes.
fact, you know what? I didn't make sure I'm on the VV app
As early as possible.
as early as possible. All right, let me just turn this screen and start sharing this screen. Okay. I think last week on last Thursday, if you guys missed us last Thursday, we did announce that we are going to be doing some upcoming training. We've definitely got a lot of requests. Some of you guys are already in the NFT space. Okay, fine. We'll have something for you in this particular class also. But for the new people, especially if you really are really needing some help and need to get a solid foundation, please make sure you're signed up for our class. I know we've been definitely sending out emails to you all. The price is $97. And then if you want to do the VIP, which includes the additional day, and then for you guys come in and ask question and answers to us. And like I said, we'll probably have some question and answer even during the week, but really to make sure we've gotten all of your questions answered for you, we'll be doing one additional day for the VIP people that'll be coming in and doing the training with us. And so we've been, trust me, we've been planning. We've been like, okay, all right, we gotta do this one. Let's make this particular thing so they understand this. We've been doing a lot.
Yeah,
Just
really
would you
excited.
say we've been
Like you
doing a
say,
lot?
we've been analyzing the market. We're really excited to be able to share some information with you guys, give you guys some shortcuts and hopefully a solid foundation on getting started, or even like she's saying, to be able to research some more tips that are out there that you may not know about.
Yeah. And like I said, we're very transparent about it. Like if you're one of those people, you're like, well, hey, I can go on and I can do some research for myself and figure out how to do this. By all means, we are not trying to say you need to come to our training. There are a lot of people who are doing some training and doing a fantastic job. If you have that, by all means, we just tell you what we're going to be doing over here. And if you'd like to come, participate in this NFT class that we're going to be having, again, this is the cost $97 for general admission and $297 if you'd like to do VIP. All right, so that is that. So we got that covered. All right, a couple things as far as reminder. Some of you guys might have gotten this particular airdrop. I know a lot of people have been talking about that. The ENS, really pretty much like the Ethereum domain. If you've gone on and got some domain names, you got a great airdrop. Jessica, would you say it was like
Yeah,
a good
the coin
airdrop?
with like I think $45 right now. The coin is so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So make sure you've gone on and checked this particular check the site to make sure that you've if you can claim your free airdrop, by all means definitely claim them. Like Jessica says, on these right now it's 41.91. Let's see here. Let's see if it's gone up. So I'm sorry, $42. So if you had 100 and let's say if you had 132 of those, that's a $5,500 airdrop that you just got if you decide to go ahead and sell that particular airdrop that you, depending on how many domain names you might have bought. And a lot of people are using it. So I guess should we explain as far as how people are using the domain names? The
Oh yeah,
domain
the
names?
official domain names, the
Yeah.
ETH.ETH, and forms of payment as well. Your business or your name. So everything, well, with ENSs, they are going to be decentralized, so a lot of people think that is very important to be able to have your decentralized name, and you can also accept payment with that. So instead of you using like your MetaMask Ethereum address to receive, you will just have an ESN domain name that you created. It can be your name, it can be your business name, it can be names that you think will be important to a business down the line. But yeah, it is going to be ENS. Also, if you go to the website, it will explain a little more in detail, but currently, we do have some ENS names, domain names, You may want to choose to have yours. People can verify your information also just by searching your ENS domain name, just like they would search your MetaMask Ethereum name. Some of us research different
the most
projects.
important is so you can get your money.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot easier. Sometimes it's a lot easier. You just put in a Jessica.eth to get your money instead of you having to get that full address and let's say it's numbers and letters normally. So, but yeah,
really,
so
I think it's really interesting. And so, like I said, I know a lot of us have gone on. Like I said, if you're like, well, hey, you have certain domain names. There are a lot of people who are actually. Hold on one second. Let me just close this. A lot of people who are actually going on and getting their kids' domain names and so forth. Yeah, if y'all see me, I'm trying to close some things on my screen. Getting their kids' domain names, getting business domain names, anything you have like that. Because what's happening is like people will buy your name, buy your stuff, and then you got to go buy it. So make sure you if you have some business names or business ideas that you like to do, make sure you have those already ready to go. Okay, so that's enough on that one. All right, it's on you.
Oh yes, the OpenC extended NFT dominance with 10 billion cumulative volume. You see that B?
That B?
Yeah, the B. And so yeah, as we know, OpenC is one of the biggest marketplaces that you can take your NFTs on to be able to sell or even trade. So it's just so that you can see a lot of other places trying to come into the market, but you see why they're trying to come after OpenC. When you're doing 10 billion in volume, it's really just the beginning, and it's only so many people purchasing. It hasn't become mainstream yet. It's a lot of money that's poured into the space, and so everybody wants a piece of that. But just you see how much money is to be made.
Here's what's mind blowing to me when I think about it. Okay, if they're getting $10 billion for transactions, how much more money is being made? Because if they're just taking and don't get me wrong, they doggone transaction fees. So if you hear me, OpenC, yeah, anybody can hear me right now. Sometimes y'all fees are like ridiculous. It's not even their fault. It's the people. But anyway, sometimes the fees are just so high. Every transaction you think about it when you're trying to buy something, especially if it's $100. Sometimes it's like the doggone gas fee is just as high. But I mean, they're doing something right if they're making $10 billion by just the transaction fees. Just the transaction fees.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
And then you see Axie is in second, surging at the second ranked hottest NFT platform for volume. So it's a good article to be able to read and see some of the people that's in the space that is getting all that volume.
Yeah, what all this means, what it means? This means we need to figure out something on how to create a site. So we can get our own transaction fees. Transaction fees. But I know it's a lot. It's a lot of that you have to do in order to have one of these. So I'm not saying that they put a lot of money out too. I get it, but they're making a lot of money also. But this is very, very interesting. Now 10 billion.
10 billion. That's this year, and then we still got some of the year to go. So
that part.
Yes.
So, but interesting. So continue to look into the NFTs, because if they're making B's on the end of their numbers, they're not trying to go anywhere. They're here for the long haul. All right, so that's good stuff. All right, so this is the VV one that we opened up on. If y'all don't have y'all phones and stuff already open, the drop is today at 12 o'clock. You might not get in. You might want to try to get on the site like at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes earlier if you can stay on.
And that might not still do nothing, so you can try all you want. I know lots of time right now, if the main drops, you can't get them. Make sure you pay attention to that secondary market. You can also go and pick it back up, but it is usually double. But sometimes you still can go and get some of the commons and uncommons. The rares sometimes take off immediately, but sometimes you do still have time to pick them up in the secondaries, because we all know that drop. If you even blink,
if you hit the wrong button, you out. It's like I'll just be like, well, I hit the wrong button. I might as well just finish my day off and know that I'm not getting one today on that particular site. Like, it is what it is. So it'll happen. I promise it will happen. I'll be like, Miles, man, did anybody get one? Miles like, I got one, man. I got one. Well, I guess I hit the wrong button. So go figure. So, but again, these are coming out today. They're going to be $60. Again, they'll probably be doing the blind box. Maxie was talking about one. She's like, I want to do it just so I get the Disney pass. I was like, oh, okay. Is that what we doing this on behalf of?
Oh yeah, she want to do the Disney pass. That's right. The subscription, Disney Plus subscription comes with some of these, depending on which one you do buy. You do get that subscription.
Yeah. So again, this is what it looks like. This is what y'all be fighting. What we'll all be fighting for at 12 o'clock. We'll all be in class looking at our stuff. So we in class, we're looking at this right now, but we still trying to buy.
I'm just clicking it real quick, making sure I'm entered in there.
You're gonna know instantly if you got one or not. Let's be real clear. You'll be like, well, it just didn't happen today. I come to conclusions and I'll be like, you know what, I'm done. If I don't get to buy now and it's trying to take my gems, it's like, okay, day's over. Sometimes if I have time, I'll try to click it again. But at the same time, like, whatever, life moves on, go to the next thing. So
yeah, that quick. And they have several drops already this week, especially with Disney. That they have the Simpsons and stuff. So you try is all I can say. Sometimes, like she said, I don't even try, but I do have a collection. So I'll be like, I do want to attempt to get these. Some are still in the secondary that I'll go pick up a couple just to say.
Yeah. And also, just to give you guys a heads up too, Matchy is going to come on. We did say on Thursday. I know some of you guys were asking about the Dr. Seuss. She will come on today and talk to you guys a little bit about the Dr. Seuss to make sure you guys know exactly how to use that particular platform. So I'll let her. She's going to come on and help us. Y'all still know I'm not in it, right? I'm still not in the Dr. Seuss thing. I still have not qualified to get in the Dr. Seuss thing. But as you can tell, there's other things in life to get hung up on. Besides that, do you have to have gym? Oh, yeah. On this, great question. Someone asked, do they have to have gyms? On this one, you have to have gyms. You can buy these with gyms. I mean, if you go to the secondary market as far as buying directly from people, I'm telling you, some of these things have moved up. Harley Quinn, I think last time someone said they got about $10,000 for that Harley Quinn, and a Harley is still moving up in the marketplace, and so
she's like 14.5.
Oh, you've been tracking too?
and even to add to the gym part, you do purchase the gyms through the Google Play Store, so you will use your debit card to purchase those gyms. So,
and if you are new and you are listen, so we're gonna give you a tip. Don't think you're gonna be able to go to the drop, click on the item, try to purchase your gems, and then buy the item. The sale is over now.
Yes,
that won't happen anymore. If you were even anticipating trying to buy, go ahead and pre-buy your gems. I'm not telling you to go spend like $500 because you never might ever in life get another one of these drops because of how fast they've been selling out. But you at least want to have like $60. If today's sale again is going to be $60, you want to at least have your 60 gems already in your wallet if you plan on participating, because when you click and you say buy and it take your gems, you hoping it, you're like, did it reduce the gems out of my wallet?
Yes,
you're like, okay, reduce the gems. I got it. It don't take the gems and you still see 60. You still go. That means you didn't get it. It's over.
If it still say attempting to secure
or waiting to verify,
yes, it's over by then.
It's over. You might want to move on to something else. But again, I think Vivi still has definitely a lot of great things that are coming out. If not, we have a collection from what we were able to buy very early on, and those things have done very good. Like I said earlier, I said about the Harley Quinn, that was a $79 item that's selling for over $10,000. So, do you want to be frustrated with the $60? Sometimes it pays to be a little frustrated.
That's right.
Sometimes it pays. Okay. All right. So that's that. All right. One thing that's coming up today, Polka City, the land sale for Polka City is going to be coming out. If you have not, and I'm being very transparent, I have not bought Polka City. I've bought the coin and I own some of the coin, but I've not bought Polka City any of their stuff that I can remember. Did we just got? I know early on we looked at it, but I don't think I looked at buying something, but I don't think I pulled a trigger on something.
Their lower picture on this page, the graphics on it looked really, really dope. Cool. The lower, even lower than that. So I was like, right here, this picture they sent right here, land photo. But I was like, is this from them or from their game? Yeah. So like, I was like, I can't figure it out. So they threw it in there, and I was like, because it looked like it would be something that would be creating the Unreal Engine or to the graphics. So I was like, I'm not sure if that's just a regular picture that someone's put on there and thrown it off. But the graphics, regardless, if you actually go to the Polka City, it looks pretty good. So if you are into it, that's another land metaverse or game that you can put into play or add to your your portfolio, because there's going to be land all kinds of different places. You want to try to look at certain tips, certain how it visually looks. Are people already following the platform or in the coin? So it's another landform that's coming out that looks really interesting.
And it might sell out very, very fast. So we're just going to tell you that because a lot of the land sales are selling out fast. But this one here again is going to cost you about $2,500. Okay, so it's like 2,500, and that's for the first 40. After that, yeah, I don't know what price you're gonna be at. You're gonna have to buy it on the open market. I'm not, and I don't even remember how many full length they were gonna be open. I know that at some point, most of these games do them in phases, and so when you really start thinking about it again, I want you guys to be thinking as you're sitting here like, okay, $2,500 for a piece of land for a virtual game, okay, but there's other people who are gonna be on here paying $10,000, and there's other people who might be on here paying $50,000 and then $100,000. Those are tips as far as this. I'm not your financial advisor. Let's get this straight. This could be something big. I'm not gonna say it's going to be something big because most of the lands, like when we've been buying early on, the prices of the lands were never like this high. They're this high now, but originally those lands, were several $100s. Some of them were like the ones that are now that might have bought for a couple $1,000s are now like some zeros.
Like you said, companies are now seeing the value of actually pricing their land too, because like you said before, it was just maybe Sandbox, Crypto Voxel, and so they were pricing them a lot lower. But now seeing how much volume the market has caused for these land prices to go up, like I said, even 2,500, it is a lot of money, but it isn't a lot of money when you can buy, rent, and sell and trade on these lands. And so some of the times they're going to be building casinos, and you'll be making revenue from that. So if you're thinking about it as investment property or as a property that you could never buy land for $2,500 in the real world and make money off it to monetize it in that type of way. So $2,500 for virtual land that you can monetize, trade, rent out, and own. Just
no
like
tenants.
Yeah, no tenants.
No toilets.
Yeah. You have to get all
you
of
can't
that.
tell I have rentals. No tenants, no toilets, no roofs. There's rain right now. No roof repair, no roof replacements, nothing. It's like develop the bad boy and let it make some money. So y'all think about it, like you buying a real property. Okay, I got plans to buy other real estate, but right now the metaverse is where I'm like, yeah, this is like the life. Like, how do I just collect? So again, this again, if the price of these, like I said, they may or may not drop. They may drop down. I'm not for sure on this one. I've not bought any of the Polka, but I know people who are trying to buy some of the banks and stuff because they have sold out. And I'm sorry, the time on this is going to be because I had to go to a converter. It said UTC was 9 p.m. So it said 1 o'clock when I did mine. Check your time zone for where you're going to be at. Now, see, I got to do a converter too. But some of these things that they have that they've previously had. They've sold out a lot of their items where they had some banks. I know some people who were actually trying to team up and buy a bank at one time, and they were trying to team up. I can't remember what else the items they were trying to buy on Polka City, but a lot of people again are definitely
airports.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's a lot to where like to keep looking at these games and stuff. Do some research on this one for yourself. All right, this one right here. Okay, now I got to sit up on this one. Because Miles was like, look, we like, whoa, look at this one. Oh, somebody said a stadium. Yeah, the stadiums were the other ones that people were trying to buy in Polka City. Okay, if you guys have not done any research on this one is going to be coming up in December. It's going to be 8,000 of them. At first thing to call, when Justin and we first started, like the graphics. We're like, okay, this one might be okay. We literally have looked at it, so I'm going to show you guys some of the video part on here. If I can get it. So this is a video of it. Okay. So again, I think this is going to be coming out. We don't have the exact date, sometime in December when this one will be coming out. But the graphics, 3D information that it looks like, we were listening to somebody was like, Oh, is this gonna be another like I'm not gonna say that because they're probably
You're not gonna call them
I'm,
out.
I'm not gonna
Just
throw
leave it
nobody.
alone.
I'm
Because
not
it's
gonna
going
say
to be
it.
an anime. Yeah. Well, yeah,
I,
because you don't know, honestly, because you don't know if some people feel like they're going to be copying bored apes. They're not a bored ape, but they're in the
mhm.
ape class. So, but lots of followers. And so, like she's saying, graphically, it's all there.
Lots of followers. So again, it could be great, but do some research on this one. We saw this the graphics and it looks really cool. And I do know that some of the people who are behind this are a part of the board ape. That I think they actually on board ape. So um, it looks cool. It looks really good. So keep an eye on this particular project because I think it has some potential.
Potential, yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So that's that one. So that's your tip of the day. All right. Yeah, we keep talking about the reason why sometimes we're trying not to sell like all of our NFT stuff. For one, we don't want to pay all the doggone taxes. So that's why we're like most time you guys hear us now. I understand that sometimes you do have to flip in order to keep money moving and flowing. I get that part, but how loans are still continuing out and how still they're still developing these. When I was like, okay, now we got another person that got a $1.4 million loan on an NFT. So taking a loan out, and I'm not your CPA advisor. Check into these things because it could save you some money, and it can also get
Especially if
you.
you don't, oh yeah, especially if you don't mind losing it for the 1.4. You're going to go put it up for loan or you're going to have items you're willing to, you know, you're not even going to plan on repaying
They
it.
are
Yeah.
prepaid.
Yeah. It's
But
yours. Keep it.
trust me, the person who did the information, and this is the thing. So what Jessica just said is really, I think, is important too for people who are, if you are giving out loans, because like I said, that is another whole beast in itself. Um, the and we need to write that down too. The one thing that you want to always consider is that if they gave them a loan for $1.4 million, they must know that this particular piece is definitely worth way more than that.
Or
Okay,
will
so
be.
or will be at some point. So or they just may really want this thing.
Yeah,
I'm like,
they're a true collector and just love the art about it.
yeah, like, whoa, that's like $1.4 million, and you gave them a loan on it for the picture. Yeah, for the picture. But again, to make sure if you are taking out loans, be very very careful with this part of it. But it's a good avenue again because it helps you stay liquid. It gives you a chance, especially if you know how to do any trading and so forth. You can do some things with the funds and then come back, pay that bad boy back, and keep the thing flowing.
Yeah, because you
All
see,
right.
he took almost the floor. The current floor price on those is what the current floor price for it is 299 ETH. I haven't looked back at those in a while.
The autoglyphs,
So
yeah,
he took the floor offer. So he was willing to probably just walk away
yeah.
or
He
let
want
it
he really
go.
wanted to be in on the project.
And he might plan on getting some more money. If that 1.4 might make him 2.4, go get some other coins or NFTs, and he'll be back to buy
He'll be back
it. Yeah,
with no
it's
problem.
all his plan. Yeah.
It's a part of the game plan. It's a whole plan beast by itself, but that's a good one.
Mhm.
That's like really a good one. Autoglyph for 1.4 million. The current floor is 1.3 million. So he took a little risk on it, um, in hopes that they don't pay him back. In hopes that okay, good stuff. Our brain go to going, so I'm not gonna go there today. Okay, moving on. I remember that Trevor Jones. For those of you who own that particular art piece, you know that the party thing is if you go into the castle, we are looking into it because we do own those Bitcoin Angels pieces. Um, could be interesting. I even looked at the hotel price. I was like, okay, Jessica, let's look and see what the hotel. No, I was shocked. I was like, okay, the hotel price that can't be the right price. I'm looking at the wrong location. So, and not to say that's not money, but I was like, if like, my whole thought is like, okay, if I'm going, I'm going for at least a week. I ain't just gonna go for the 1 day event. I'm gonna go. If
Yeah.
I'm gonna go that far, we're gonna make this a vacation.
Yeah, that's the point.
We're gonna sightsee and see some other, maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah. And
But
so for those, and you guys also that for other people that may have them, make sure you check into how many seats or how many things are still available with making sure you RSVP for this event if it's something that you are interested in doing. Of course, you do have to own the Bitcoin Angel. I think the floor on those I haven't checked the recent floor, but you can still go on Nifty Gateway to purchase those if you're interested in purchasing those still to attend the event. You will get a small physical of the actual Trevor Jones Bitcoin Angel. And of course, if it does hit that $777,777, then you also get to a chance at winning that portrait of it was Conor McGray and maybe a one-of-one portrait of your picking. So
somebody said they going. Okay, all right, that's good stuff. I'm serious. I'm like, if I'm going, I'm going. I'm at least going for a week.
A week, yes. Gotta make a whole trip out of it.
It's gonna be a trip vacation. So
I don't know how long the flight gonna be. Flight gonna take away a day.
Take a first class and you can sleep on the flight.
Yeah, you gotta do the whole week. Don't want this. That's gonna take a day away from you.
It's gonna take a whole day just travel. But that's gonna be good. That's gonna be really interesting. So I'll definitely we're looking into that. Make sure you join the Discord. And the next thing, even with Trevor Jones talking about the Ice Cube piece, that was like, good. Ice Cube, can't wait. With Trevor.
I don't know if it's an open edition, if it's a one of one. It looked like it's 3 different ones, so it's probably gonna be one of one open edition, and then maybe a set count. So I can't wait. I can't wait. And remember, the rule is buy 2 if you can buy 2, because if you can buy 2 of anything, especially Trevor, and I think we started. I said that we need to do a new rule of 3, because if you can. It's so early and stuff that the value comes with time, and so even 6 months it could double, but in the next 6 months it added value, and a lot, especially Trevor Jones pieces, depending on what you do get, but a lot of value does come in time, just with anything.
Yeah. So, okay, I think Majesty's ready, so we'll make sure we give her enough time. Majesty, I think you can. I can stop sharing my screen here. Let me see if I can turn mine off, and then you can turn yours on and share your screen whenever you're ready. If you're not ready, then we can just keep talking. But I think you should be good to go. Oh, there you are.
Can't hear you.
I can't hear you, Madge.
Okay. One second.
Okay.
Which one is this real quick? Let me see. Okay, I think I'm doing like 5 different computers.
I know. And see, normally, I'm sorry. So let's just say this. Majesty is normally back helping us like make sure our stuff is like ready. So now we're like asking her to come on class also and like be ready and post the stuff that we need posted and do. So we appreciate you, Majesty. Just want to make sure we appreciate you.
Can you guys talk about one more thing? My phone is crashing. But it's going to drop, and so it's my phone.
Let's go back up. I got another one. Yep.
The one more.
So just let when you're ready. It's no problem.
Okay.
That was that. I did have more stuff. Mastercard. We talked about this other thing. I'm trying to see. Somebody said I got 3. Oh, somebody said I got 2. I can't. Okay. Someone talk about the Mastercard launches. With this crypto stuff. It's the big. How long we've been saying the big boys they behind the scenes saying this is like horrible. You should not be invested in this.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, your bank's trying to fraud alert you when you buy something. And now,
but you can't buy crypto. We're not going to allow you to buy crypto. Why? You taking crypto? You doing stuff? Mm-hmm. Shoot, they invest in
crypto in your private account, personal account. So
if I work for the bank, I'd be like, "What y'all doing? Okay, I'm gone. Oh, y'all what y'all doing? Me gone. Put my papers in with y'all. I didn't invested in all that stuff. I'm gone. I don't even need it no more." But it's interesting, Again, Mastercard doing some things. Like I said, a lot of stuff. We normally find out that they can't necessarily test it here in the U.S. just because of our crazy regulation. I'd be like, "Listen, are we just gonna stay behind the whole time in our whole life?" Like but I get it's the big boys with the big money. They want to protect their money. I get that part. I'm like, but at the same time, dog, we letting everybody else in the world just go past us. But at the same time, you got to understand that gives up a lot of your control if you let other things happen. And if you can't keep people like here in a spot, I'm sorry, that's just my craziness of my thought. Okay, Matt, I see you back on. Are you good to go, or you need me to go one more?
Yeah. No, I'm good. Now it's working again. So I got my as soon as y'all was ready to go, it literally crashed my thing. I was like, okay, I got 5 things running, so that's already speed today. I'm
Let me
sorry.
stop my screen share over here.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, they should be able to
See,
see
you
it now.
trained me good. I even was able to stop my screen share.
Oh,
The
Jesus.
button, the button.
We have
Y'all
made
only knew.
progress over here.
It's a
She has
button.
made a lot of progress. I will give her that. A lot of progress.
I'm
What
like, oh
are
Lord.
you doing?
And you want me to answer
Button.
questions? I can't even see the questions.
Oh,
Good
man.
heavens. Yeah, my mom has made a lot of progress. So good job.
Thank you, Magic.
Oh goodness gracious. But hello everybody. My name is Majesty. Normally y'all will see me behind the scenes, like rarely am I on here. So I enjoy when I get to come on here and spend time with mama and my auntie. But yes, I get to walk y'all through Susables today. We're gonna talk about Susables and One Shot, the other app that is with their that is under their Tibbles umbrella. For some of you guys that are new, if you guys have not signed up for Susables, it is an app. Right now, it's only available for iPhones. They did just release their web version, so we are going to kind of like just jump through there for a second. But if you have not ever applied for this, you can go to susables.com and apply on there. Like I said, make sure you apply with iPhone because the Androids are not getting in right now. So if you do want to be into get into this project, apply for their program and make sure you have an iPhone and apply with an iPhone. So yeah, just go to susables.com for that. We also did do a Susables last time I was on. I did a Susables walkthrough, like more in depth of their whole app, like what you should look for. So definitely feel free to go look at that video as well, just to get like more information and stuff like that. But yes, so what am I looking for first? Okay, so let's go through the app. So like I said, this is an iPhone. Okay, perfect. This is an iPhone based app right now. So when you first come into the app, this is the first thing you're going to see. Right now, they are still doing constant upgrades. They're constantly putting out different messages. They're in beta, so they're doing a whole bunch of different stuff right now. So definitely, when you first come in, you want to go to this Clubhouse section. And this first section right through here is going to be like your announcements. They have different areas, different like little chat rooms, so that you guys can come in, ask questions, let them know about different feedback that's going on with the app and stuff like that. Everybody in the app, their whole team, like they are really responsive and they are really like encouraging and really, they're really great people. So if you ever have questions for anybody on the team, they also have a Discord as well. So up here in their Clubhouse section, when you're first coming in, you can scroll in until you see like their Discord, and they have a Discord link, so you can definitely go in and click that to go join their Discord. And then there's people in there talking all the time, so I'm going to go through that part as well. But yeah, so this is like their Clubhouse section, just like coming in and familiarizing yourself. A lot of people kind of don't know about the chat section as well. But as you're creating deals and trading with other people, they have a chat section. So you're able to go in there and actually talk with other people as you're actively making trades. And so, one thing along that line, right now for them, you can purchase stuff in their shop section right here at the bottom. Okay, so and so they actually just had a drop right now. I don't know what I
That's
was
why she
buying.
wasn't on. Yeah, she was on
I
the
was not
drop.
on the beginning of class. I don't know what I got. So we see together. But yeah, they did just have a drop. They're gonna have 2 more drops for their second book, chapter 2, this week. I believe it's 2 more drops for that specific chapter. And you guys, all you have to do for their drop is come into the. It was this one right here. Yeah. So they have another drop on Thursday. Sorry about that. It's another drop on Thursday for this drop, and right at the specific time, you just need to make sure you convert the time to the correct time zone for yourself. This button will just say like you can buy the packs of stickers for $5 right now. So when you're doing this, you're able to continue to buy until they just run out of packs. They have like a cooldown period, so you can purchase a pack and then you have to wait like 20 seconds until you buy your next one. And then what is it with that? But there's like 5. So there's in this specific book right here. I'll show you that one right here in collection. I'll just show you my stuff. They do.
I'm gonna see if I can change your screen so we can see you see the bottom of your screen a little bit better.
Oh, you're good. Move me. Dude, let me do this one.
I'm over to the side.
Yeah, there we go.
Let me see that one.
And then can you maximize it?
Dude, let me do this one.
Yeah, see, Matchy be helping us in the back. We'd be like, well, what button we want us to hit? I can see the screen now.
Okay, good, perfect. Okay. So they have two books right now. This was the first ever book that they put out. This is the second book right here. And they did just have another drop today. So when I go to my chapter section, this was the new book that they just put out, this section right here. So you'll see through here the different variations of stickers that they put out. There's like a base, there's a spring, there's a summer, and then there's a fall and winter. For a lot of you newbies, the rarity wise, and you'll also be able to see that in the shop section. The rarer things right now are the winter and the pins. You'll see some people that will offer you like multiple falls or multiple springs. So like that's this up here, multiple falls, multiple springs, summers, and different things like that for like your winters. And that's because a lot of people are going after your winters and things like that. As well, like in these other past chapters, they have people like pins. And so in that one particular book that I was just talking about, in this one, I'm not thinking, okay, wait. In this particular book, there is they have like the spring, summer, fall, winter, and base. In this particular book, the first book, they did base, buttons, patches, and pins. And so they
Magic,
switched
can
it
I
up
ask you a
right.
question?
Huh?
Which one right now are you finding that people are going after the most?
Most people, they go after the first book, this evergreen one, and they like the pins a lot more. I like pins personally more. That's just I like pins more. And I also like that it's the first ever thing, and so that's what I like. I like to go for like things like that, and I like the first book. It's just my personal favorite.
Are
Um,
the base and pins the rarity, or is that
mhm.
the rarity correct? Okay.
Yeah, so base. I think there was like 10,000 of those. Buttons were 8,000. Patches were 6,000, and then pins had 2,000. You can confirm that over here in under the shop section. You'll see right through here. This is like how many they actually had created. So bases was 10,000. They created 7,000 of buttons, patches 5,000, and pins up to 2,000.
So the new people, what she just told you should save you some money.
I'm only
So
going for pins.
you want the pins?
You want pins? You want pins?
Because we know some people who was giving up some pins. We're like, you gave up what?
Oh.
So, but thank you for showing that to new people. So make sure you pay attention to that particular key that she gave you on that. Pins are going to be valuable. Sometimes do you have to give up some things or some of your items? Yeah, sometimes you do in order to get the whole set. That's understandable, but make sure you keep those pins if you have those.
They're definitely more scarce.
And definitely a lot more scarce. And I know that for some people, when you're making different deals and stuff like that, I can actually go through that real quick. Where do I want to go?
Somebody said they were about to get rid of theirs in the chat.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Wait, hold on.
Don't do that. Let me see.
Listen, it's funny because you think about sometimes you'd be looking at some of these drops and you'd be like, is everybody in here like honest and they're like really want to help you? And they're like, well, I'm going to give you like 5 items for your 1 item. They gave you some junk and you had no idea.
You had no idea.
That is very
your one pin, they didn't give you 10 items and you didn't even realize. You thought you was winning.
That is a very true thing. Very true thing. And I know that even for a lot of the new people that are coming in right now, you'll see that people will offer you different things. And I can offer this to her because I'll get my stuff back. But like for even like in these different situations, like this is like actually how a trade will like set up and start with people. But a lot of times when trades are occurring, so I can make this offer to this person, and as I'm making the offer, the person can decline my offer, and then they may switch out certain stuff and then re-accept make the offer again. But what will happen is sometimes they will actually change out my serial number. And so this serial number right here, they'll go in and on their side, they'll actually give me a super high serial number from their stuff, or even let me see how can I do it like this. There's a button. So they'll come in. She canceled it. Zia, if you are on, why did you cancel this? Why would you cancel this right now, Zia? She's trying to prove a point. I know she's trying to prove a point. Why?
Cancel it a lot.
Y'all pray for her. Y'all pray for her. But if she hadn't canceled the deal, you'll see that they'll offer you something outrageous and just switch out the serial number. So that's something you definitely just want to take it. Make sure that right before you accept your deal, you look at the serial number that they might have given you back. So that's just one thing for newbies. Because a lot of people, y'all will give up like a number one, 100 serial pin for like something that's in 9,000s. So just make sure you look at that stuff right before you're making your deals.
She would that your deal, Maggie?
I'm like, why would she do that? She know I'm on class right now teaching it. She knows this. Oh my goodness gracious. Other than that, people are always making deals right now. They don't have a marketplace. But they are expecting to get a marketplace up in the next coming year. And that is, I think, I thought it was in Q1. Don't quote me on that. But you can come in here and see what other people are trading away. You can see what they're what other people are looking for, and make deals like that.
Zia said you're trying to get her.
I was giving her something better. Tell her I was giving her something better for educational purposes. She's special. Oh
she actually don't like she don't talk to you every day, and you can't get it back, huh?
Like I can't get it back. Like I can't get it back. Wrong word. Oh my goodness gracious. Other than that, the Discord, so you can definitely come into their Discord. From the app, that's the only way you can get the Discord link. So make sure you go and join the Discord chat. They have like announcements that they're posting in here, different information. They will do so right now with Susables, like they have specific information through here. Because they don't have the marketplace, people have in this trading section, you can go into here and you can go into the trading section, and some people are offering Top Shot, some people are doing cash deals, some people are doing crypto deals as well. You are doing a risk, so I do want to put that out there. Anytime you are coming off the platform, you are doing a risk, like you just have to trust that other person you're doing deals with. Because we've been in private beta for the most part, most people that I know of haven't had any problems with that. So you can take that how you will, but that is a personal decision if you want to do that part of it. So that's the trading section. And then the other thing that they also added on under the Tibbles umbrella was the One Shots. One Shots is another app. Let me see if I can pull that one up for you. Am I still good on time for you guys?
You're good on time.
I'm trying to hurry up because I know that VV drop is coming, and I'm going to be on that VV drop.
So you're going to rush out our calls so you can get on the VV
My
call.
phone
I'm not going to say that.
My phone locked. Let me make sure my phone
Look,
ain't
let me
locked.
sure
My phone ready already anyway.
I ain't going to rush out.
Make sure my phone ain't locked. And I got enough gems because I've been hit
that part. I made that mistake one time and I was devastated. I was like, how do I not have any gems right now? Like it just completely went past my mind. I was devastated.
See.
Goodness gracious. Okay, so so in the Discord chat as well, if you are in the Dr. Seuss beta, you are allowed to get into the one shots as well. Otherwise, you just have to go to oneshots.com. Oh, I'll put the link in on the Facebook and on the YouTube. I don't even feel like that was the right website. So I'll put the link.
We're obviously still not in, so we can't make sure that it's the right website either. So I just thought I should say that.
Sorry, Mom. She felt that was personal, Mom. I'm so sorry.
I'm good.
But yeah, so they have the one shots. Dr. Seuss people, you're able to get in. Otherwise, you can apply to get into it as well. I'm gonna go through Zia's account, even pray for her. But they are doing the same kind of functionality as Dr. Seuss is doing. You're able to come in here and buy bases. They call them black and whites, and like these hacked different cards. I have bought some packs, and I plan to buy all. I plan to continue to buy some things over here to complete my set, but I don't know enough about one shot. I have to keep calling my cousin to ask him what I'm supposed to have, what I shouldn't give away, and I don't.
It's not like the characters.
She don't know the characters. That's what it is. Mm-hmm.
And so I just can't say like, oh yeah, this is what you should go for. This is what you shouldn't do. So it works in the same way as Dr. Seuss. People are having the trading functions as well. You can come into their shop section, and they are putting announcements out over here, like when their next drop is going to happen. You'll just come in here and buy again. On this side of the platform, they're hacked, and when you go to your collection, come on, computer,
it's right there, man.
Is it showing? It's not showing.
Hacked number one through shows 2000.
Okay, so my hacked that's kind of like the higher tier on this side over here. And so if you are trading stuff, make sure you just are not giving away your best things.
Your hack is ultra rare. That's ultra rare, common, uncommon. Like
same kind of thought process.
It's ultra rare right there.
Because there's vultures in the NFT space. You'd be like, oh, they gave away that for that. You'd be like, oh, they knew. They just were happy to double their money. They were just happy.
So make sure you're not that person, because I'd hate to be like, whoa, like what were y'all doing? Because I was looking at some of my cousins, my uncles, and my brothers. I'm like, what are y'all giving away? Like y'all know y'all not supposed to be giving away serials
Yeah,
numbers
I
like
know
that.
they're
Like
doing
what,
this.
what y'all doing? Yes,
And so,
make sure
like,
that's
even though you're saying with a lot of these, you should be even investing and knowing that there's going to be a hold, because if you're not doing off market deals, they have to wait for the marketplace. So, investing what they know they can hold and afford to hold on
Yeah.
to or not lose in the moment is important.
very
Yeah.
true.
Especially on this one, I said, because it's new, it's very new. So you need this one. This can be one of those ones that it may not even pan out to be what everybody's hoping it to be. So only invest enough money into these particular new ones that you are willing to lose. So
Yes.
I'm glad you said that.
Very true, very true. And I think the last thing I had, they do now have a website. They started working on their web version. If you are in Dr. Seuss too, you can go to the Discord, and they have, I think it's app.seuss, yeah, it's app.seussibles.com. You can log in and go into their website. They're actually still like messing around with this stuff. Right now, you're able to come into like your room section, and like it's just giving your room is really kind of like just your area to kind of like say who you are. You can customize it, show it off, things like that. Create stacks of different things that you'd like to do. I know that right now some people, when they're making trades, people don't want to give up certain things, and so they're supposed to be creating a function so that in your stacked area, it's stuff that you can lock away, and that people can't like try to make a trade for on some of those items. I know that for other people, like they really enjoy this app just because like they can enjoy it with their kids, and show their kids like, oh yeah, this is what we were collecting, this is the different things. And so I know a lot of kids like the app. The problem, low key, was that like some people's kids were like offering stuff up for them. And
Give
so,
things away.
yes, kids are giving
They
away
didn't know the
stuff.
value in it. Yes.
Yes. And so that was one thing that they are working on, like functions to like make sure there's certain things that are locked. And like there's kids like making sure that if kids do get a hold of their stuff, like there's like different lock functions. So
That's
that
very
is something they're
That's a
working
good
on.
feature.
But
I
yes.
would never thought of that. That's a good
Yes, and
feature.
there's people like my kids in here, and like they like stickers, but they like the bases, and they don't know they're giving away all my pins
Yeah, they only giving up a
already.
rare, ultra rare.
Yeah, that kind of a thing. But no, that was pretty much it. We went over in the last Dr. Seuss video, we really did it. I really did an in-depth of like these are your pins, this is what you're trading for. So if you guys have any questions like that, definitely would encourage you to go watch that video. Was there any other questions that anybody had while I'm on you? Anything?
Um, no, I think you did great on that,
Yeah,
Max.
Oh, perfect. Good question.
Appreciate it.
thank you.
And those people were asking that question, and so I think sometimes you guys don't understand how valuable that some of the tips that you guys can get, from some of the things that we may get into, of someone else being able to say, "Hey, don't do this, don't do that." Sometimes it can save you some money, because sometimes we'd be like, "Dog, I wish somebody would have told us that one."
That part.
But to have that, I think Betsy, again. So thank you for the time. Like I said, I've been trying to figure out like what is all them buttons on there. So you showing those different things is definitely very helpful, and giving the tips as far as what not to sell, because them folks will tell on you too in the chat. Be like, I traded with such and such, and they took my item. You're like,
Yes.
okay,
It's like, oh,
everybody in
you
there
out.
is wrong.
Username and all.
Username. It was
username and all. And all.
Screenshot.
Like, oh, is that what happened to you? Like,
You're like,
dang.
I'm sorry you traded. So, and some people are good, they give it back, but some people are like, listen, you traded.
Ain't no give backs in the blockchain. It's gone. It's gone. You ain't supposed to know who I am. You're not supposed to know.
Blockchain verified.
Oh man.
Okay. Well, I know some of you guys are getting ready to get on. I just wanted to share the screen real quick one more time. Just to y'all know I had to say something about this.
So,
Artifacts. Because I know some of y'all gonna be getting on the VV drop, and so I got a couple minutes. They just did post this morning. Jessica was nice enough to like say, "Hey, look, did you see this?" I was like, "No, I haven't seen that." I was like, "The clones." Oh, go ahead, Jessica. Go ahead.
oh no, because like I said, if you're reading it, with them, they're saying they basically have their airdrops ready before they even launch. Some people don't have their airdrops ready, and you're just hoping and wishing that you're getting something. And so the final news will be this week. But as you can also see, Benito of Artifact also said, if you're traveling the week of the 15th, get your laptop. So most of these people, if you do follow Artifact, Benito's in part the co-founder or one of the creators behind it. So if he's telling you to have your laptop, if you are traveling in the week of the 15th, that is a heads up. Have your funds ready. If you are buying and you have the drips and you just only have to pay the point, was it 0.05 or
0.05.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then if not, the auction, they haven't said if the Dutch auction was going to start at 3 ETHs. It was supposed to have a range of starting at 1 to 3 ETHs. And so that is, ETH is about $4,500 right now. So not to say 3 ETHs is not a lot, but there is benefit behind these. We've gone over a lot in detail, some of the commercial benefits and other things. So just be ready. The pods come with you. That's your land, basically thing where you chill out and be able to show your avatars and hang out.
Y'all gonna know because our intro video gonna be changed. I'll be like,
Yeah,
they got their avatars.
Yeah, and see, I would forge those glasses. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm gonna forge the glasses. And you see these some of the items that they have on here. You're supposed to be able to forge the clothes, the jewelry. So it just depends on what you did get on your avatar, what you do buy. It hasn't gone into detail of how much those items are when you forge them. You know, so it's really cool. So I'm like, I'll forge them.
You see, I'll forge them.
Branded too.
You be all on glass looking. They be like, they got their stuff.
So so we're very excited. But make sure if you do have it or you're interested in buying one of those, the week of the 15th, that's going to be coming up. You're going to be ready to purchase.
Yeah, be ready.
Make sure you create your artifact accounts and everything.
I'm like, everybody will know. I'm like, tomorrow was like, you better call me. I'm like, I'm calling. I'll make sure I call. Everybody better be ready to get their items because if you miss this drop, it cannot be good. Okay, so just to recap, I know some of you guys getting off on for the VV drop. Remember again, we'll be doing our training. You guys will hear us talk about this as we're working up to this for next week for the upcoming training. Feel free to share this with any of your friends or family or anyone that's new to the space of NFTs or even in crypto as in general. NFT is like a great spot for them to start, especially if you know people who do a lot of great research and so forth. They'll be very good at NFTs. Takes a little bit of time to, and it's going to take some time as far as even your investments. Sometimes it happens very fast. Sometimes it can take a couple of months. But literally, when I looked at some of the things in our portfolio, I was like, okay, I could just sell one of those items, and that would have been like a whole year's salary. And I bought it.
To add to that, we've created 6 and 7 figure accounts. So
that part. Just you put it all on tape.
I didn't say we created them for people.
that part too. That part, really, that part.
For people.
That part. Because it's very, 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 very good. So again, we won't hold you all up anymore. Remember, we'll be back on here on Thursday at 6:00 Pacific Standard Time. Remember, if you would like to participate in the VV drop to test a system out for them, it's going to be happening in a few minutes here. So once again, thank you all so much for hopping on with us. Remember the Hap Apes, do some research on that particular project, because I think that could be a big project for you if they do what they say they're going to do. So you guys have a fantastic afternoon. Oh, you got your phone already up.
Let's go. Okay.
It's already ready. Don't be trying to wait to log into the app at the last minute because it ain't gonna happen. It's gonna be like error. You got an error coming up right now. Why is that? You're like, I don't even know what, but I know I thought it was be on. And double refresh your doggone screen to make sure your time is right. Because what happens sometimes you change your time. You be like, well, mine said 7 minutes. You're like, no, the drop happened in 4 minutes. You're like, okay, I missed it. So again, thank you all so much for hopping on with us today. We'll be back on here again on Thursday. Hope you guys got some value, and we'll see you guys then.
Yeah, have a good